We're back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Counselor's Office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, and we are back with some more card opening videos. That's right. I don't do a lot of these, mostly because I'm not Mr. Moneybanks. If I made money from YouTube, I would probably be having an addiction crisis because I would be using it all to make Magic the Gathering videos. That absolutely, if I made money off YouTube, but I don't. So it's more of a personal, when I treat myself, I get to make a video off of it. So I made myself a purchase on Horizon, Modern Horizons 3, like back in February. I pre-ordered this because one thing you know about Commander decks is you don't know what's good until people start opening it up and start seeing spoilers in it. And I think the Eldrazi one isn't necessarily as the strongest one. I think the lands one, the Simic one, is better, but that's okay because I'm an Eldrazi stan. But I pre-ordered this early because usually the prices skyrocket. So it was like 70 some bucks, but it would have been like over 100 if I didn't order way ahead of time. So here we are. We're gonna go ahead and open her up. I did fix the webcam to the fact that here we are. It's reversed. You can actually see it, read it the same way I can read it, which is awesome. I didn't do that for my Yu-Gi-Oh card opening. It was on the fly, hot mess. And that's because I'm not a professional card opener, and that's okay. I'm also not looking to like collect or protect everything in the sense that, oh, I've got to make sure the boxes and everything is in good order. I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. All right, so we got our little packet here. We've got a Modern Horizons collector booster sample. I'm gonna save that for the end. We got ourselves a nice little box to be able to put stuff in. Usually, I like to buy not actual like cases for them and then put sleeves on them. But for now, we'll use this. I'm just gonna go ahead and fold it out just a little bit. It's all right. That off to the side. We're gonna got spin dial, which is, you know, whatever. What we're here for is this bad boy. I'm going to keep these instructions because it might be easy, because I do want to do a TCG club for my students, and I feel like some of these cards are like the best way to really get students involved. Now, I did not get the collector's edition, mostly because I'm going to be honest, I don't like the collector's look. Some of them are great, but overall, I could care less about collectors, especially Ulalek, which I like this version. I really prefer this version than the other one. This version looks really good. Like, it looks clean. I do not like the other art. That's just me, but I'm going to be playing Eldrazi's, and so I prefer the cards that I actually want to play with. That's no reason why get collectors if I'm going to be like heavily playing with them. Azalak, the Swelling Scourge. All right, it's a 3/2/2. Whenever it enters or colorless creature dies, you get an experience counter. Creatures you control get ++. Annihilator +1. Very nice. Very interesting. Snapping Void Craw. The 3/1/3. One thing I've learned by looking at some of these cards is some of them, I think, since this can be a all color deck, I would put the Infinity Gauntlet in here because then you could summon everything pretty easily. But also, I would put blue in here. Like blue counter spells, because I think the problem with this deck specifically, based on what I've seen, is that Eldrazi Wizard, nice, is that this once you start going, it's good, but all it takes is people just killing your stuff nonstop, board wipe, and it sets you back. Titans, Vanguard, so many Eldrazi's. My goal is to collect every Eldrazi. Every time I see an Eldrazi set, I try to collect at least one of every card because I love Eldrazi's that much. I used to like Phyrexians to that extent, but they really butchered the storyline, so I've kind of fallen off on Phyrexians. But Eldrazi's, and that's Jace, by the way. But Eldrazi's is definitely my jam. Spawning Bed, really cool artwork. Ulamog's Nullifier. Some of these I think are reprints. Twisted Landscape. The art is beautiful. Tranquil Landscape. Some of these I'm just going to go a little fast because they're just the generic cards. Soul Ring. I wish they had like an Eldrazi Soul Ring. It's so disappointing. They had an opportunity. This thing's been reprinted multiple times. Artisan Kozilek. I would probably swap out for the original because I have the original one. Opal Palace. Ulamog's Dreadsire. Now, I do believe this is 100% new. Create a 10/10 colorless Eldrazi creature token. Sacrifice a permanent with mana value. This is stupid. Give this thing haste and you have a 10/10 on demand. Especially if you do like token Eldrazi's. You could really just put that in here. Benthic Anomaly. Eldritch Immunity. And I like this that we have an actual Kindred instant Eldrazi. That's dope because things like Eldrazi Temple will proc this. It will benefit this. All right, Selective Obliteration. Obviously, it's also a Eldrazi, but it's not an actual Eldrazi card. Angelic Aberration, not the first Eldrazi angel we've had. I do have the Eldrazi angels in my black-white angel deck. Really cool. And it's my standard, not my standard, but my modern deck. Not my commander deck. Bismuth Mind Render. Very nice. I'm gonna have to go into detail by looking at these cards, but there's 100 cards, so I'm not gonna sit there and read 100 different cards. So I'm just gonna show off what we have. Twin of Discord. Some of them I might, if they catch my interest, I'll look at them. I've not actually seen the list of what's in here, so this is my first time really looking through them. Mutilated Cultist. When you cast a spell, remove all counters from up to one target. Oh my god. Wait, there is a Eldrazi, the Octopus Eldrazi that you can't cast it until like you remove all the counters, but this will let you play it for almost instantly. Dude, I've got to find out what that Eldrazi is because that just sounds dope. Eldrazi Confluence, it's an instant, which is weird. It has Eldrazi in the name. You'd think they would just go ahead and make it an Eldrazi instance. Weird. Spawn Bed Protector. The artwork is dope. I don't know if the Modern Horizons actually has a storyline or if they were just putting Eldrazi's out there just because it's been a minute without actually messing with the story, which personally I hope that's the case because they really butchered the Phyrexian storyline. And I don't want them to do that with Eldrazi. It's like Eldrazi's are essentially the gods and they can't be killed. Ugin Ineffable, which seems to be in like every Eldrazi standard, like any kind of pre-con deck. I've always seen this card in it. I don't know if I would actually keep it because I feel like for what you use this for, you could just use Urza's Incubator and get for cheap and instantly. Eldrazi Conscription. I have the OG, but having extra is always nice. Cascading Cataracts. I'm going to go ahead and fix this pile, by the way. I know. Until I get this sleeved, I don't want to damage the cards. Oh my god, they actually gave you Eldrazi Monument. Dude, I have this in my my modern token deck with Eldrazi's. It gets really annoying really quick. Sire of Stagnation, that's a reprint. Shrine of Forsaken Gods is also a reprint. Ugin's Insight. Okay. I think that's a new card. Drowner of Hope. Now, I know for a fact that this is definitely new. I've never seen this card before. All right, we have Return of the Wild Speaker, Tendo Ice Bridge. I'm just going to kind of siphon through Landor Waste, Brush Hand, Underground River. A lot of these things. Oblivion Sower, this has been reprinted, I think, 3 times already. Adakar Waste, Plus Forest. Yeah, it seems like I personally, like, this is not bad. Being able to tap for any, like, these are not bad lands considering you can tap for whatever you want. I would probably still honestly run other lands, but this for a commander deck, not bad. Like, this is still pretty good lands, even though you're constantly taking damage. But Shivan Reef, like, you're essentially getting every fast land you need. Just immediately tap for whatever color. Imprisoned in the Moon. Ooh. Enchanted permanent is a colorless land with tap, add colorless, lose. Oh my god, that's stupid. Only one vault was great enough to hold Emrakul. Okay, so it seems like this was continuing off the story of how Emrakul got imprisoned, because that's how the other 2 Titans were defeated, and Emrakul was imprisoned in Innistrad. So I guess this is like continuing off of Innistrad, the invasion of Innistrad. That's the only thing. Temple of Milady, Temple of Silence, Morphon. Okay, this is great because this is, I would put this in every possible, especially dinosaurs. Like, I want to make it, I have like a Jurassic Park build I'm trying to make, and Morphon is going to be the commander because literally I can use all the Jurassic Park universe cards with Morphon, as that's my hope and my goal. All right, we have Kozilek's Return. Ooh, so he's back. And it's an instant. Worldbreaker. This is a reprint because I believe Worldbreaker, I thought this was one of those the silly cards. I forgot what they're called. Like the joke card set. I thought Worldbreaker was a part of that. I like this version better because the other one, he's literally a plant. Ruin of Oran Reef. Sifter of Skulls. That is actually really freaking cool. Endbringer. This is at least a reprint. I don't know how many times, but definitely a reprint. Endbringer's pretty nice. Corrupted Crossroads. Gotta have that. Deep Fathom Skulker. Very nice. Vile Redeemer. Plenty of different cards. We even have a plains. Nice. Eldrazi Displacer. I don't think we've ever had one before. Has no color, but still. Mystic Forge, which is very interesting. But I think I have that in one of my Eldrazi decks. All is Dust. There's your board wipe. I think I have the OG version, but I like this better because I don't think the OG says Kindred Sorcery. Rishtar Expertise. Awakening Zone. Now, this is absolutely in my token deck. This is like the OG card before we had Scions and stuff like that. Just the spawns. That was the juice. Eldrazi Temple. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I have the OG, but the new one looks really good. I like that. I like the art. But the OG is still my favorite. Elder Deep Fiend. Hey, this is it. This is the octopus I was talking about. Yeah. No, it's not. That's not it. No, it's a different octopus. It's like the Deep Phantom something. Maybe it's the non-Eldrazi version. It's just a giant octopus, like a nightmare octopus. I don't know. Bonder Enclave. Someone can correct me. Exotic Orchard. Forsaken Monument. Hey, this has been reprinted a couple times. I have this in my artifact deck because it's just really good and it's free. Dreamstone Hedron. Arcane Signet. I wish we could have gotten like an Eldrazi. Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Secluded Courtyard. Idol of Oblivion. Again, I have this in my token deck because why not? You literally sacrifice it and you can get, if I have multiple token generations or even proliferation or populate, which these are things, not proliferation, but population, populate. That's what I run. Waste. We have Talisman of Curiosity, Talisman of Impulse, Warp Wall, another Eldrazi card, even though it's not Eldrazi, Talisman of Dominance, Command Tower. Again, it would have been cool if we had like an Eldrazi version. Ash Baron, Ancient Steerings, Ulamog's Crusher. I have so many of these. I have like 10 original Ulamog Crushers. I have so many of these. Garruk's Uprising, Suffer the Past, Skittering Invasion. Again, have that in my token. Very good. Very good. Especially when you can offset the cost because you get 5. But if you have multiple like token generations that double, you can easily pay 7 and still get like 15 tokens made. So you're getting about double what you paid. Or yeah. Path of Ancestry, Unclaimed Territory. Now our basic lands. All right, and then we have the really nice art. Even though it's like, I would definitely use this. This is what I like. The other one is all right, but this looks clean. The only thing that's missing from this deck that I wish I could have seen was the Trio Titan, right? Seeing the original Titans. We do have Ulalek, but we really don't have very big Titans to take advantage, except so I would definitely put in some big daddy cards. There's some big ones. Don't get me wrong. There's some big Eldrazi's in here, but I want Ulamog. I want Kozilek. I want Mama, Big Mama, Tentacle Mama. I want her in here. That's right. And that's what I'll probably chase. I might try to buy a cheap version. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know how much it's going to cost. I know the serialized versions are expensive. It's like $40 for one collector's booster pack. And honestly, just for I don't make enough money to justify my purchase. Because even if I did get a serialized version, I would probably sell it because I can't afford to just pay $40 or more. I could have spent $300 on a booster box collectors, but again, you gotta choose it. This was $70, and at least I know I'm going to use all of this, especially if I play with my students for TCG group. That's great. But I just can't justify. I'm not back in college and high school. I could buy as many packs as I wanted. But I can't do that anymore. Now, I doubt in the sample packs you could get serialized, but we could maybe get lucky and maybe we get like one of the giants or a really good Eldrazi. I hope. All right, what we got is Fanatic of Ronus. That's it. There's something behind it. I don't think we have anything better than that, but it's a pay one. It's a 2/1/4, which is for the 2 cast. Having the defense like that is fantastic. Tap, add 1, or Ferocious, add 4. Activate only if you control a creature of 4 or greater. Eternalize. There's a lot of text that I don't understand, but that's pretty neat. And then we have Metastatic Evangeline. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, proliferate. It's a Phyrexian human cleric. I mean, for a Phyrexian token deck, abso-freaking-lutely. That is dope. I want to make a Elish Norn deck, so absolutely go into it. I'm a liberator. It's you who are asleep. Yeah, dude, that's dope. The classic look and the foil border. Dude, to me, this was a win. I don't know about this, but this to me, like, this is a card I will probably definitely use. Just being able to proliferate. Well, it says another non-token. Ooh, I don't know then. Whenever a non-token creature, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna put that in the box for now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all I have for you. That was the Eldrazi deck. I forgot what it's called. Eldrazi Incursion. Pretty dope. I'm excited to play with it with my students. Obviously, I could upgrade it and do whatever in the future. I would like to put the Big Daddy Titans in here. And yep, let me know what you think. If you've got any of the other decks, let me know what you've experienced with them and whether they're good or not. And what would you rate this deck as it stands compared to like some other Eldrazi precons? We had another commander one, which I want to say that one was pretty weak in my opinion. And to me, it felt weak. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. As always, I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Until next time, game out.